Welcome to another episode of J-Lo's Garage Restoration Edition, where we show projects we're working on. This vehicle is a 1961 Jaguar Mark IX that was donated to the Audrain Museum in Newport, Rhode Island. It's just the kind of barn find you like to find. But what we're going to do now is try to keep the original paint and the original interior. The guys are using their magic here to try and bring it back. How does the paint look? It doesn't look too bad.
Paint's not too bad, but like you said, we believe it to be original to the car. Yeah. And so it does have, we think it's lacquer, right? And we see a little checking in it, so we're a little cautious, right? We're trying to make a determination here. Do we dive in and polish the heck out of it? Or do we leave it be and let this be part of the character or the history of the vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, whatever can just bring a little bit of the luster back. I mean, you've started over there, and it looks pretty good, and the bright work. Remember, this car lived in Rhode Island, you know, by the ocean, salt water. The leather is fantastic considering. How many miles are on there?
Let me look. 51,000.
51,000, okay. It's 1961, original owner. They used it every day. I mean, obviously for the last few years it was parked, but it doesn't appear to have been damaged or hit anywhere. We had to pull one of the gas tanks. That just got porous. And so we fixed that. But we just want to get it into nice, presentable driving condition. And these are the kind of cars I like. It's not going to be a Pebble Beach winner, but a good 20-footer where you go, oh, I think it looks pretty good. And the interior is unbelievable considering.
Yes,
and this does not just have wood. This has lumber in the dashboard. I mean, that's a tree. There's a whole tree worth of wood in this car.
There's not even like dings.
Yeah.
You know, everything's tight. It's not loose.
And this is when Jaguar was going against Cadillac. Yeah. You know, Jaguar was on a roll. The XK120, the XKE just been introduced. Oh, Americans want Jaguar. It's got the fabulous Jag 3.8 liter engine, the twin cam. I mean, it's pretty quick for what it is. And it's kind of a poor man's Rolls Royce. I mean, you look at this, that's real leather. I mean, it's plush. Really thick, it's plush. It's just a good old girl, you know? And I like it better than the Mark X, which is too American. It got a little big and wine and garish. This still has that Inspector Morse look to it, you know, like a detective would drive, or Sherlock Holmes. If Sherlock Holmes had a car, this is what it would be. But anyway, the guys have gone to work. Look at see the bright work is coming up nice. Come on, let's move on to the next thing. We got the Jag up on the lift. This has a Borg-Warner automatic transmission. It weren't very good. You know, in 1961, Jaguar really wanted to compete with Cadillac. So they tried to have Cadillac features, automatic transmission, so the primary one. In England, people love the gearboxes, love the manual gearbox, not so much in America. I kind of wish it had a manual gearbox. I would have preferred it, but that's all right. We want to keep it automatic. So I'm going to switch to a GM transmission. What is it, the Turbo R, the Hydromatic?
No, it's a 700R4,
700R4
which is overdrive.
Yeah. There's a place called John's Cars, Inc. out of Dallas, Texas. He sells a whole kit, and we bought this kit, so it's not an ad. We bought it and paid for it. But everything you need to adapt this modern Chevrolet transmission to this car.
It's great.
It's really good, because you don't have to take the engine out. Normally, I think you might have to.
This is all the details on this. A lot of Jag people say, oh, you have to pull the engine out, and he says, no, you don't.
Right.
And he made a step-by-step instruction on everything to expect, including don't drop this on the neighbor's cat and stuff like that. Right. I mean, it's really, really good. He instructs you to read the whole directions and then start at one and go through it.
Right.
It made it really easy, although that is not an easy gearbox to get out of there.
No, I know.
There's 15 bolts, I think, that hold it to the engine. The new transmission, 6.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a bear to just get to all the bolts, but it's really nice.
New flywheel?
Yeah, the flex plate is new because to match with the new torque converter.
Right, right. And this is our new starter as well. I mean, that's a modern starter. Let me get in the old one, George.
Yeah, the gear reduction starter is going to spin the engine faster.
Oh, God, look at how much this thing weighs. Jesus. Okay, here's the old starter. And this has got to be, what, 25 pounds, 30 pounds?
Yeah, you don't want to drop it on your foot.
Let me drop it on your foot.
Thanks anyway.
Had to relocate the filter. All that. He does all that for you.
The starter on the Jag was engine side. up high, and now it's going to go the other way. And so the oil, this is better spin-on filter.
Right. And the cool thing is, it's got this really weird way of shifting. It's on the dashboard. That's just so odd. But we can keep that, can't we?
We're keeping that.
Yeah. So he makes an adapter so he can have the look of what it had originally.
Yeah.
All right.
And
very
I
good.
got to say that Brad at Transaction is the one who built our new transmission. In John's instructions, you know, on like a Chevy truck, you with a column shift, it really feel a detent.
Right.
You have to lighten that load so this thing, Jaguar-like, you know.
Yeah.
He supplied the speedometer cable, the new gears, so everything's going to be right. And because this thing has a 4-something rear end, the overdrive's going to be a really good thing.
Terrific. Yeah.
But
well, again,
it
we got
transforms the car.
and we got an extra gear.
Right.
Yeah.
You start this Jaguar engine, you go, oh man, this is cool. That transmission is referred to as a slush box.
Right. It's, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the best thing we could do to that car, and then it's just a beautiful survivor.
Well, John will let you know how we make out with this. Let's show him that transmission. See what we got.
I think everything is unbolted.
All right.
I'm gonna hope it comes out without a big crash. We just need to get the bell housing away from the engine
Right.
enough. I'm gonna lower it in the back a little. This is lower in the back. Here we go. There's always one bolt that you find, and this thing should fall out of here, or come out of here.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yay. Okay, run. No, we're good. All right. Transmission's out.
Good.
These bolts were not in here. This is the bolt that was left that I didn't know about.
We're not using any of these
No,
bolts, right?
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Right.
11, 12, 13. It's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, yeah.
6 bolts hold the new transmission in. That comes off and
Yeah.
gets replaced with that other
Right.
flex plate.
Great thing about being in Burbank, there's so many hot rod and shops on you. Brad, what is the
Transaction.
transaction? Yeah, they built it. We got to go pick it up, but we'll pick it up this afternoon, and hopefully it'll bolt right in with the help of John's kid here. Come on, let's see what else we got. Well, this is the aerial Adam. We're working on this for a couple of years. We finally got our motor in. Exhaust system is on. Look at those headers, pretty cool. Bernard did a terrific job. Our Saviv French transmission is set up there. It's got pneumatic shifters. We're just hooking all that in. Hopefully this will be ready to go pretty soon. We just got so many projects. You start stuff and then you put it away for a few months while you're waiting for parts. But this thing is going to be fast. It's about 3 liters and it's 488 horsepower. Naturally aspirated, no turbos, no superchargers. Should rev to 9-10 grand, so we'll see what happens. Come on, let's move on to the next thing. Well, we're over here at the, lack of a better term, the Indian motorcycle section. This is my 1940 Indian 4-cylinder. I had a bad wreck in this bike a couple of years ago. A guy had a wire across the road and I made a U-turn. I figured I'd cut through this parking lot and he didn't have a flag on it. And boom, it just hit me and tore my face, knocked me on the ground. The bike kept going, hit a building, you know, ridiculous. Jimmy made a brand new sidecar. You know, it's probably just as well because this thing was in such bad shape, it was falling apart. So we got to do it right, put on the proper set of forks. Jimmy, come on in. Jimmy did a great job adding all these chrome pieces here, or aluminum, I guess.
Aluminum trim, yeah.
Aluminum trim, yeah. Jimmy made the windshield frame, all the aluminum trim, just did a great job. It's so much fun to ride this thing. It's such a tank. It's only about 40 horsepower, but it's a torque monster. It probably weighs 800 pounds?
More, maybe more.
Maybe
A bit more. Even with the sidecar and all the framework, yeah.
800 to 1,000. But it's a lot of fun to drive. I still get a kick out of it. I figure I got one good crash left, so hopefully it won't be on this one.
Yeah, we said that before. No.
I know, we said that the last one, then I
Right,
had the good
right.
crash, and we thought, no, let's try one more. So, but nice job with the windshield, the tank, all the trim. We had to get, the forks got all bent up. We had to replace those.
Well,
And
we
try-
have new forks.
Yeah, try and find a new set of Indian forks. Yeah, that's not easy either. But as you see, beautiful motor, 4-cylinder. How many cc is this altogether?
I
I'm
think
trying
it's
to
1340s.
Yeah, 1340, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
And we had our challenges with it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we've had the motor in George's hands several times because, well, the clutch, unfortunately, let go on us. And we talked about that. The clutch, it cut loose and it broke again. Actually,
Right.
the plate broke. We got a whole new clutch set up for it, a flywheel now, and so it truly has everything new there as far as the clutch and the transmission's all rebuilt. But now it runs beautiful, starts nice, and shifts really good for you. So we finally got it to there, and here it is all together. So you can actually enjoy it now.
And this is our other Indian here, this Chief, this 47. This has been maxed out. The real killer on these is when you stall at a light, you have to get off, you have to kick it, people are yelling at you, you know. Our friends down at Kiwi Indian, boy, they did a beautiful job. Put an electric starter in
Great
for us.
conversion kit for you.
I figured, let's start it up on camera, and then I realized, wait a minute, somebody put a 6-volt charger on it. I think it was 6 volts, but it's 12
And it
volts.
was a 6-volt bike originally, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you didn't know it, but yeah, we did have it converted to 12, so it would kick over better.
Let me see if there's enough power to start it.
Okay.
Here. See what happens. I could kick it, but that would be the coward's way. There you go. A throaty beast. You know, there's nothing like one of these big flatheads, just all kinds of bottom end. Just put it in first gear, you can climb a wall. It's just fantastic bike to ride. And with that electric starter, you stall at a light, you just reach down, you hit the button, and it starts. It really makes these bikes livable, because I know so many guys, they get to be, I'm 75 years old, they get to be my age, and kicking this by the side of the road is not a lot of fun. So you put that on, and you can pretend you kicked it and tell your friends you did, but you really used the starter. Come on, let's find some more stuff to look at. Well, this is a project we've had for quite a while. I've had it probably 15 years, and the last couple of years really started working on it. Of course, Jimmy Hudson, this is Jimmy Hudson's opus, Mr. Hudson's opus, we would call it.
Yeah.
Because you did the body on our Fraser Nass. In fact, he was working for somebody else. He just took a good time with the body. I said, why don't you just hire that guy? So that's why we brought Jimmy over. Now he's building the body for this. We've covered this in other restoration blogs. You can go back and see the history. A man named Barnes built this in the late 40s, early 50s to do Pikes Peak. One of the Unser family members is going to do it. I'm not quite sure what happened. They had a fiberglass body based on an Austin Healey that was stretched over. That got lost. This thing kicked around for a while. The family didn't quite know what to do with it. You know, everybody wants it, but nobody wants to buy it, and this kind of thing. So they gave it to me, and I said, well, maybe we can get it going and running. So we want to do that and bring it back for the family. And they're all excited. In fact, the brother called me. They've got the other seat. They found
heard,
it in one of
yeah.
the garages, so we'll put that
That's
back
amazing.
in. But right now, we're building a body. This has a Cadillac engine. You can see all these parts are from the early 50s, late 40s. You've got a LaSalle transmission. You've got
DD on rear,
DD on rear, and
quick change.
Yeah, and brakes from an aircraft.
All the brakes are aircraft.
Aircraft brakes,
All
yeah,
the calipers, yeah.
So let's explain
I'll show you the motor.
how
Well, here's what we're doing here. So we're basically, it's kind of like a sketch you're seeing here. It's not going to be exactly what you see, but trying to fit everything over what's existing. We're not going to
Right.
cut anything off of the car,
Right.
obviously. And then it's going to come apart, and George's going to get the motor running. There's some things that haven't turned probably in 30, 40 years on this thing.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah. But George, I think, pickled the motor, got some stuff oiled up and put away nice, and a lot of stuff's clean inside. So he's going to get the motor, the clutch, the tranny. He's going to be going through that in the rear end, I'm sure. We got the brakes. So slowly we're bringing stuff back to life. And we're just trying to figure out what's going to fit, what's going to work. So we're going to have it tilt open and make sure everything clears. And one of the things you said, Jay, when we started working on this is we want to preserve everything he built, obviously, not getting
Right.
off, but we also want to be able to see everything inside.
Right.
So that's the idea of it having be a flip top like this.
And he made the radiator himself.
Everything. He made all the drive, the
He
water
had no
pump,
money and did this in his garage.
the machine work, and
Yeah.
everything he engineered. I
Right.
mean, It's got twin fuel pumps here that are chain driven off the motor.
Right.
I mean, he's engineered, made all this stuff himself. So George has got his work cut out for him too. And because there's stuff on this car that, like even the brakes, it said what they were in their aircraft from probably pre-war, World War II. They have the name, but we couldn't find any information about them.
Right.
So when we start working on them, the O-rings, the type of fluid and the clearances, we're having a trial and error to get that stuff all working again. And then when George cracks this thing open, even the ignition system on this, some stuff that we haven't seen. So, we find out something new with everything we work on with this chassis. But once we get it running and we get a body on it, hopefully
Right.
it'll be a finished car.
And we're building an aluminum body, as it
It's
should
all
have been.
aluminum, yeah.
it would have been. And of course, you reinforced here this firewall.
Yeah, this doesn't exist. So all this right here is basically like a drawing and an outline to find the firewall, which I've come down here, and this is where the door is, right here where it's going to shut. So you got the A and B pillars basically
Right.
that I didn't have before. So once I establish that, then I can, make the outside, skirting for everything. And we want to keep it kind of true to stuff that you would see in that era.
Right, right.
And it looks a lot Jaguar, Austin Healey. It has that flavor. Trying not to make a Cobra.
Right.
Trying not to make a Porsche, but very
That's
hard
right.
not to because
Well,
they're
the
beautiful.
banjo wheel, that was on it too, and you redid that one, and it looks great.
Yeah, we remolded and redid the plastic on it and refinished it, and it kind of got it going. It's been a project that we're working on between stuff
Right.
we're always fixing stuff that you're breaking.
Right, exactly.
So between
that's
fixing,
a full-time job.
That's a full-time job. So this is meant to be kind of a fun thing that we can work on, and between certain projects, we'll work on this little by little and get it going.
And the aircraft gauges, those are all
All aircraft
what are
gauges.
those, radium, and what's in those? There's some kind of
I don't know.
some sort of
I
radioactive
have a feeling they
material.
might get taken out if they don't work.
Yeah, yeah. The guy kind of goes crazy when you get near. And he did this. He made this gas tank. Look at the workmanship in there.
And you could tell with the shape too in the tail. So that was
Yeah.
made to go around to Healy.
Right.
And what was interesting is even the cap, he had it set over here on the far left. I put it in the middle because I want it to go lower, but
Right.
you had that option. He left options for everything, adjustment, the throttle, the cables. So, there's nothing that he didn't think of pretty much.
The drilled battery box.
Everything's drilled for lightness. Yep.
I mean, you can see a lot of this is pre-war. The generator for the LaSalle right off
off the drive line.
Right off the drive line. So if the car's idling, you've got to have the wheels turning to generate electricity.
Yeah, this car's made to stay moving.
And it's a 3-speed, which is kind of funny.
But what's really interesting too is the back, all the torsion bars, the rear end, how it all works. The engineering on everything he did,
And
it was so ahead of its time.
And we're doing it everything they would have done in 49 or 50. There's no Modic Tremec going in here or anything like that.
We're trying to keep it all true to form,
Exactly. And just look how everything is drilled. It's just amazing. Nice
Yeah, it's
job.
like we're almost like stepping back and just picking up right where he left off and just finishing it off.
Okay, now when we start building the body, we start bending aluminum around this.
Well, actually, this right here is more of a drawing, gives me a place to go, but it's almost like a fast way to make a buck, per
Right.
se. But it's just basically clearing it, but I'll start making a more solid buck and more solid framework that'll be permanent. This just gives us all an idea and basically a place to work off of,
Right.
But it'll be aluminum with aluminum framing, keep it really light, and pretty much it's all going to be handmade stuff like we would have thought of back then. There's no going to be, any CNC stuff or.
No. And those are magnesium wheels on there too.
They're the original ones.
Yeah.
We heard these are all fronts, but we're going to keep them on there.
Yeah.
If you're not going to go racing, they're not going to explode.
Yeah, right,
But if you're going to go fast, then we'd have to have new ones made or put different wheels for
We
sure.
may occasionally go fast.
I mean, you can do a couple donuts. I'm sure you'd be all right.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Very good. Cool.
So
what
yeah,
else we got?
pretty excited about this project.
Well, it was supposed to climb Pikes Peak. It was
Right.
dirt.
Dirt road.
Pikes Peak was a dirt road, yeah. So we'll keep you posted as we go along. Jimmy, keep up the good work, and
All right,
let's
Jay.
move on to our next project. See what's going on. This is my 1965 Pontiac Grand Prix. This is Per Blix, our painter. Per's painted just about every car we have here. You also did our Pontiac Firebird.
The
Which
Firebird, yeah.
Is that the same color?
Basic the same color.
Basically the same color, yeah,
Different
but-
code, but it's the basic the same.
It's the same color. Anyway, what happened was that had 14-inch wheels. We went to 15-inch wheels.
Yeah, we
And I think I said in one of the restoration blogs, anybody need any 14-inch wheels? So I got a call from a Navy man, Commander James Taylor, retired 2005, and he said, "Oh, I'd like to buy those wheels off you." And I said, "Oh, how long are you, Commander?" We was in the Gulf War, and you can't charge a veteran. I said, "I'll tell you
No,
what, if I get
exactly.
to shake a Navy man's hand, I'll give you the wheels."
Yeah, you're
So he
right,
came
you're
up. I shook his hand. I gave him the wheels. We came to be friends, and he told him about this project he was working on. But he was getting up there a little bit, and I think it was a lot of work. When he got it home, I think the wheels did not fit for whatever reason.
There was something there.
There was something, bolt pattern or something different. So he brought the wheels back. And then he said to me, look, I can't finish this thing. It's all in pieces. And he said, if I give it to you, we'll take it. I said, yeah, but I'll finish it, and we'll have you up when we finish it. He said, okay, great. So that's where we are now. So hopefully he's watching this, and he's going to get a chance to follow the project. He was very excited about the project. He checks in all the time to see how we're doing. And, you know, I think it just got to be too much. You know, you get to be a little older, and you got grandkids and all the things that happen. And it's just, it's a big car.
Yeah, it is a big car.
This is a two-car and a two-garage car and one car, basically. Yeah. It's just so huge. So anyway, so that's where we are now. This is the original color of the car. You see, Pear's done a terrific job. Had a lot of Bondo on it.
No, a little bit, but it's not that much.
This is a later motor. I think it's a 400 cubic inch
400,
motor.
yeah.
400
so
cubic
upgraded
inch
to
motor.
400.
Yeah, so, we did the red here in the Grand Prix. That looks good. I like
think
that.
it stands out a little bit
Yeah,
extra.
we'll put a thin red pinstripe.
Yeah, I think so.
Assuming Commander Taylor goes along with it.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
But yeah, no, he's a great guy. So it's really been a fun project. Since I got it for free, we can put a lot of money. How much it would, whatever it would have cost, we'll put that into it.
Yeah.
So because you know it's hard to restore these kind of cars because chrome is crazy expensive.
Oh yeah,
paint has gotten nuts.
Yeah.
I mean everything. So if you find something like this and you can save a few bucks doing it yourself.
It's more love and what do you call it?
Yeah, and they're great.
Love.
It's just such a huge car. When you drive, people, what is that thing? And this is the sporty model.
This is
the Grand Prix model. This is the two-door sporty car. So it's very good. But Para looks terrific.
Thank you, thank you.
Got a little more clear coat, a little more rubbing out to do. And we'll see what happens. Come on, let's see what the next thing is.
All right.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, thank you.
You know, in the almost 20 years we've been doing these web shoots, this is the first time we've been in this room.
It is, yeah.
One of these secret rooms in the J. Leno garage. This is our laser welder. This is kind of a neat set. Explain what we have here.
We've got a loan of a laser welder, which is this sort of incredible high-intensity laser light that fuses metal like you wouldn't believe. Ours will do up to 5/16 of an inch metal, steel, aluminum, titanium, copper, anything you want.
Wow.
So we got that on loan. One of the things about laser light is it can harm your eyes. And so they built this box. So basically, if you're welding, you'll be inside. These are filters. So if you came in and I was welding in there, you could walk up and look at it and you wouldn't have to worry about harming your eyes.
Right.
And you also, if you have people working, they can just put on filtered glasses.
Right.
So if like Jimmy is going to be doing some stuff on that car, everybody stay out of the area unless you have the laser glasses on, you're good. But it's an amazing process. This Sarah Laser is the company that sells and builds these boxes. They're down in Orange County. IPG Photonics is out of Boston.
Right.
And it's not an inexpensive tool. The welder itself is probably $50,000.
But it's an incredible tool. I mean, you can't live without it once you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we put it up here in the secret place.
Right, in the secret place,
and we put a sign outside, laser, stay out.
Yeah, it's kind of, remember that scene in Breaking Bad where they're cooking meth inside the fake house that's been fumigated? It's kind of like that. That's what that laser welder is.
Then the next thing is, because it's a little private and quiet up here, where Kevin is now helping me on the Detroit Electric, we can get away and work on this crazy wiring stuff.
Yeah,
that we
this
have
is the
to
wiring for we'll show you the Detroit Electric in a few minutes. That's probably our longest project, isn't it?
Hanging my head in shame, yes it is.
But it will be done correctly. I mean, we probably could have got it moving and driving around, but it wouldn't have been done correctly. Now we have air conditioning, we have Bluetooth. It's going to be fast, it'll be safe. We've got all the protections on it. You know, we've got the orange wire where you're supposed to have that. You can cut out the switch and all that kind of stuff.
And,
but yeah,
and Kevin and I did this table, which is basically the chassis.
Yeah.
So this is the firewall where the VCU sits. This is the exact spot on the chassis where the the fuse panel, and then we've laid out in various spots on here pieces of equipment. So now our 200 wires that we had, we're now starting to do them into bundles.
Right.
You know, so each one of these twisted wire bundles will go to a particular piece of equipment.
And these are some of the switches that are on the dash.
As time goes on, it's like, oh, we have to do this. Oh, we have to do that. There's something else. And this happens to be, when you get to drive it, here's a switch. You
Right.
turn it to drive.
Right.
You have a neutral, you have a reverse, and you have a drive.
Right.
So we've made this so that it looks like it came out of a Detroit.
It looks period. It looks 1914.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we've been trying very hard to make things look appropriate, even though we've got modern technology.
We'll show you that in just a second.
But yes, this is our quiet spot. I mean, we've got wiring diagrams up on the wall. We've got, you know, books of wiring diagrams I've invented and created. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Jim is only 28 years old. That shows you what a taxing job this is. He's only 28 years old. It's taking a toll, but it's going to be.
and I was a protege
that's right.
at 7 when I started.
That's right, when you started here. That's right. Can we show some stuff that's been welded?
Yes.
Yeah, let's show them what we're talking about.
This is aluminum, which aluminum is not easy to weld. You know, it's not the hardest thing, but you have to be a very accomplished welder.
Yeah, and it doesn't warp with this.
And with this, it took him 5 minutes to go, oh, okay, and we changed a few settings on the machine, and
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This piece of steel that we were having some stuff demonstrated, the welder could make a wavy pattern that is like continuous spot welds. You can't tear this thing apart.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way they're putting modern cars together. They're using laser welding because it's so fast, so little distortion.
Right.
We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
And say when the body on the Barnes is going to be an awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be terrific. When we'll use Jimmy's old-fashioned hand techniques of building the body, and then weld it with this new technique, so you get a little bit of the old and the new, which is the coolest stuff to me. Now this is another part of this. This goes in the
So that goes in actually in front of the driver's
right
seat, and there will be an upholstery panel that covers over this. So if we need to get in, change a fuse or whatever,
Right.
it'll be right there. But we're still trying to make it look like a Detroit Electric, so
Right.
it's not. It doesn't look like a modern car.
Yeah, it is Detroit Electric, just 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, let's show you what we're talking about. I'll show you the car. Well, we're in front of my 1914 Detroit Electric. This is still electric powered, but unlike my Baker Electric, which is 1909, which is 100% original, this has been updated. It's got air conditioning, it's got Bluetooth, it's got, well, how many volts are we?
We're 400 volts
400
DC.
400 volts DC. It was 78 originally, so it should move along pretty good. These are the original lamps. I tracked these down. They're just great looking, aren't they? They're not headlights, they're just parking lamps, and we'll put regular headlights on here. This is going to be, the radios were not around in 1914, certainly not for cars. So what we've done is we've taken an old table radio and upgraded it. This is the original dashboard for the electric, but this is the original dash here with the volts in
Yeah,
there.
this was actually done by Baker.
Right.
And our friends at Classic Instruments, so Ron Hanna, we got a hold of him. And it's like, oh, we have this Baker instrument, but we need it changed so it'll work with all the digital stuff. Right. And so they did a magnificent job on it. As we get closer to the finish line, or at least can see the finish line,
Right.
It's like we have to make the speedo work.
Right.
So we had Ron do the main instrument, and we needed a speedometer for it, and I couldn't get parts for it. This is the original speedometer.
Right.
But I got a hold of Ron at Classic Instruments, and he said, well, you know, we can put a satellite driver in that. So I have
great.
a little button here. This is just in test mode, but it'll hook up to a GPS antenna,
Right.
and it'll tell you exactly what your speed is.
Oh, that's terrific.
So for test mode, it should come up to about 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, 60 miles an hour in this. Yeah,
Well, we're never going to see that.
I'm sure you want to do that, but yeah.
But anyway, I thought it was pretty exciting that, you know, with a test battery,
Yeah.
we can at least see the speedometer
It's
work.
exciting. And of course, here are our stereo controls.
No, this would be our air conditioning.
Oh, that's air conditioning.
That's
our
air conditioning.
That's our air conditioning. Okay.
But we'll,
nice.
you know, we'll turn
Yeah.
the stereo on here,
right.
and then with your Bluetooth, you'll,
Exactly.
you know, country favorites or whatever you're
Country
feeling like at the
favorites,
time.
yeah. Or whatever countries were around in 1914. We could get Yugoslavia. We could a bunch of I mentioned this before. Our friends, the Amish, they made us these brand new wheels. That's not really a joke. The Amish have just brilliant wheelwrights. I mean, they've been making them for wagons since 1600s, 1700s, and they did those, and they're as strong as any aluminum wheel or any other wheel you could imagine. So they work pretty good. We've got Nissan Leaf
Nissan Leaf batteries.
These are air cooled. We didn't want to go with water cooling because it's not that heavy, and I don't think it's just adding too much complexity. This, of course, is for the air conditioner.
Well, that's for the cooling system. So
Right.
our electric motor,
Right.
our chargers, the inverter, all are liquid cooled.
Right, right.
So that's all part of the liquid cooling system.
The batteries are air cooled, but
Yeah.
everything else is.
And I had mocked up, this is where that VCU, that computer control, is going to go right here on the firewall. I'd mocked it up so that it was up here above it. We could work on all the wires, and that's where Kevin came in. It's like, yeah, couldn't we just set something up? And it's like, well, yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah.
So that's where we mocked up for the stuff that we have up in the secret laser room.
And we have we're going to put our coffered ceiling in.
Yes, it will be coming together, and pretty soon it'll be up to the upholstery guys.
Yeah, see how long they take. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So that's a brief rundown of what we've been up to in the last couple of months. I see just a lot of projects working all the time. Sometimes one goes down, it's down for 4 or 5 months, the other one comes up. That our barn special over there that Jim's making the body for, that sat for about 5 or 6 years before we decided what we were going to do with it. And we realized we're going to get it exactly the way Barnes would have done it, hopefully, and hopefully do a good a job as he would have done. So keep you posted, and keep checking this restoration blog for more updates. See you next week.